Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughan. So let's get started then, shall we? He starts off by sliding from the with his middle finger on the 4th fret B string to the 5th fret on the B string, and he plays the top 2 strings together. And how you're going to count this is you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, okay, and then you're going to go to the 7th fret on the E string with your first finger, and then the 8th fret on the B string with your middle finger, and then you're going to like bend it up and down like this as you play. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3, and then you're going to count to 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and then you go back again and you go to 1. So this is how it goes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, and then here's a little intro lick. You're going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, and you're going to do a little bend like this. So you're just basically kind of bending it and then doing like a double bend. With a pull off, and then you're going to go down to the D string, and you're going to go on the 2nd fret. Alright, and this is where the fun starts to happen. So you basically start off by playing it's like a E5 power chord. So basically the notes you're doing along this riff, they just get moved up. And the thing that makes it sound nice is not the actual notes that he's playing, it's the technique he uses with his arm. So I'm going to show you the notes first. So you're basically playing E twice. Okay, so you play this little E twice with your first finger on the A string and the open E ringing out on the 2nd fret there. Then you're going to do a little hammer on from 3 to 4 on the E, and then quickly back to the A string. And then on the A string, so after you do the hammer on to the A string on the 2nd fret, you take your ring finger to the 4th fret on the 2nd string. No, sorry, not the 2nd string. The A string on the 4th fret. So okay, and then to the D string on the 2nd fret. Now the thing that makes that sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan is he does this little thing with his arm. You can think of a circle pattern through the whole thing. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to play the notes, but you want to mute all the other strings with your finger. Okay, so even I'm not perfect at this yet. It's gonna take practice. So this is how it will sound like when you do the little shuffle. Alright? And I forgot to mention that when you go back to the second part, you're gonna go. Basically, in between each lick, each riff, he does a chord change. So he goes. So after you play the, play a little A chord, what I like to do is just bar across the top with my finger on the 2nd fret. That will make an A chord for you. Then you play open and then to an E, and then you go straight back to the riff. And now what he's going to do is he's going to move it up to the A side. So after you go does like a little A thing there, and then he does the exact same riff, but except every note just moved up one. So on the A string this time, you're going to go 3 to 4 after you play this twice. Yeah. That once, so you only play the A part once, but the E you'll play twice like this. So this is how it goes from the beginning. So I'll start from the E again. Yeah, and then the A goes. And then the chord change. It's basically does an E, I mean an A. When he goes to the E, and then when he goes to the A, he does 2 A's. That, and he puts, remember, this is the most important part. I can't even play it properly, like, it's quite hard. I have to do this. So slowly. So that's the main riff part, and then he goes into that little turnaround where he starts singing. So it goes like this. So that's quite easy. It looks difficult, but it's not that hard. So you can take your middle finger on the 3rd fret. Sorry. You're going to take your middle finger on the 2nd fret, and you're going to slide to the 4th fret, and then you're going to put your 1st finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and your middle finger is on the G string. So on the G string, 2nd to 4, you slide up, and then you play that top note there. Alright, so that goes quite like this. So after you slide, this time instead of going back down to 2, you just go to 3. And you do it twice. Then after the 2nd time you do it, you're going to go back down to 2 and hit that D string twice. So it'll pull off on the G string here on the 2nd fret. Hit that twice. Then you're going to do a hammer on the A string and hit it, and then you're going to go, and and that's on the first fret. We're just doing a little run there. And this is all in this this blues scale, yeah. Yeah, so alright, so after your little run, you're gonna play open on the D. Alright, so after this, right, you're gonna, after that little open run, you're gonna play open on the D, second fret on the A, and then you're gonna go open on the A, and then you're gonna go, it's like that run, but he just messes around with it, so you're gonna go open, yeah, so he just goes there, so he does that little open, then open again, on this is all on the A string by the way, so after you go, yo, this is difficult to teach, yes sis, okay, that's what I did. Alright, so after this little run, alright, after that run there, you're going to go to the A string, second fret, open, twice on that first fret there with your first finger, then you're going to go to the third fret with your ring finger on the E string, then back to this E on the second fret on the D string, and then open E. So alright. And then you're gonna do a little double stop thing. We're gonna slide from the third fret with your middle finger, and then the second fret with your first finger, and you're gonna slide it up. That last part is easy. You just slide up, play it a few times, and then go. Little pull off there. Then you do this little pull off, and then I like to end on a little E chord. So that law pass again. Now I highly suggest you listen to the song a lot. because it is really hard to play slowly. So you need to listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan play it, so you can actually get the feel of it. Yeah, and if I do anything wrong, you can hear it there, and then fix it, get the right timing. Like once, when I first learned the song, I watched a video on it, but then I realized he did it wrong, because he was doing... He would go there, instead of playing this twice. So his timing was off. And I only figured that out because I had to listen to Steve Ray Vaughan. So you got to keep on, you have to listen to these songs that you learn. Right? But yeah, it's a lovely song. Right. By the way, I'm in E-flat tuning. I know you're terrified of tuning your guitar differently, but all you need to do, you're not tightening anything, okay? You're letting it go. You're just dropping it down a half step on each string. So, this note should be D sharp. That's A sharp, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp again. And everything you're dropping it down. So you can either say it like that, depends on your tuner what it says. It's either those sharps or E flat, B flat, G flat, D flat, A flat, E flat. Yeah, just everything down. Stevie would do that a lot. And if you want to listen to him play it and play along with him, you need to put it on E flat tuning. So that's Pride and Joy.